Well, good morning, everybody. We're here at Bobby's Hobbies, and we put the old girl upright, but we have to do a roadside resurrection. How are we going to do it? Well, did I leave that glue? Let me just see. I need to get some Elmer's glue. You might say Elmer's glue. Well, yeah, because Elmer's glue is something that works really well when you want to keep a little tiny bolt screwed in and yet still be able to unscrew it later. You don't want to use crazy glue because then you're kind of screwed if you make a mistake. Well, this is kind of ballsy. I'm going to do it on the roadside and not bring it to the workshop. But, see, I got some Elmer's wood glue. This is better than the regular Elmer's glue. You don't need a whole lot. Just put some on my fingertip. Let's get this out of the way. This is way too much. Put some of it there. Now first, I'm going to put it on this. I want to get it in the hole and all around. Like I said, you don't need that much. Now this, you're going to have to excuse me. Here is the hole. Shoot. Look at that. Gonna have to put power for a second and see if I can move this wheel. No, I'm not gonna be able to do anything without that tender. There's power on it. Let's hope it didn't burn out yesterday. That might be enough. It's just barely enough. I think I can do it. Of course. Try to position it well. Lighting's not so great. Oh, here it is. See, now here's a weird problem. It's upside down. The interesting thing is this is not the wheel that was repaired. Oh, the lighting here sucks. Gonna have to go to the workbench. Okay, we're now at the workbench. That's where it's got to go. You see that glue's on the inside. That's really where we want it anyway. It's weird, but it's like tacky enough that it holds on to the plier, which I don't want. That's pretty good. Perfect. It's in. Okay. Now, get the alignment right. I want to put a little glue on this screw. Oh, I left the glue over there. Alright, we're going to have to do it without it. Remember, there is glue on the inside. You want that to come out. We need a wedge. We need to wedge something in there. It's not too hard, but it'll fit like a piece of wire. Okay, now that wire, let's just has to hold it there. Fucking pile of shit thing. What the fuck? Excuse my language. As you could tell, this is challenging. That dried glue. Nope. Alrighty then. Let's take that bolt off. Uh-oh. Where did this come from? Look at that. That goes there. Wow. You know what? I think I'm going to put some glue on there and let that glue in. Okay, now we've got some more glue. And we'll let that dry a bit. And that should hold that nut in place. Then we'll have a much easier time because we won't have to wedge anything. So we'll come back. So that's ready. And put the washer and the bolt back. Okay, we're back after some time. We're going to look. And hopefully on that front driver, yeah, the glue is dried up. So that should stay in. Now we might have a problem because I was hoping to put it in while the glue was wet to hold this in. So that's the key. We kind of want a little bit of glue. And what we're going to do now, you're going to have to use a little force and get some of this glue on the bolt itself. Now we don't need a whole lot. Yeah, that's enough. We just want it to create a tackiness. Maybe it'll even help us put the bolt in. And that when it's in there, it won't want to come out. And remember, this piece is pretty old. Oh, here's another thing. Really don't want glue on this, but I'm gonna have faith. Nope, it's a mistake. Pay for your mistakes. Let's do it over. You know, I watch lately. I'm finding YouTube's like the best thing to watch. It's got so many interesting channels, animals and things. A lot of people do really nice things for animals. Those are the shows I like. I don't like the, guys who are going around hunting some kind of weird swamp rat for dinner. I'm not blaming them if that's what they got to eat, but I'm just saying, I don't like hurting things. But there's some great shows. We'll clean that off later. If I had a little tiny wrench or socket, that's the next thing I got to get. But with a little patience and the tool I have, see, at least it pushed it right out. Look at that. I would have thought that glue would have held, son of a gun. I said, why is that working? That's not going to work. You know what we need? We need something flat. It's got some gravitas to it and won't be pushed out like this piece of metal. Okay, it really shouldn't go anywhere now. I mean, gee whiz. What do we have to do? That's got to hold. Now let's get a screwdriver. First, we're going to use friction from the top of my finger. You've got to get it to, you don't want this. Let's go back to the plier. See, once it kind of catches, which I'm not sure that it did yet. This is a good thing I wasn't on Apollo 13. And I had to fix that, you know, rebreather thing to clean the air, and then like 15 minutes we were all dead. You know, that was pretty amazing. They basically flew up to the moon. By today's standards, they were flying in a garbage can. That's why a lot of these conspiracy theories take hold, because it's kind of hard to believe that they did it with that technology, when nowadays, when they talk about going back to the moon, they say, oh, it's so difficult, you know, so many things we have to think of. And did they just send those guys up there to die, basically? And like, could you send someone up there? But it's just, knowing what we know now, it's just, it's god awful primitive. This is slowly working. Yeah, I got to get a miniature, like a socket screwdriver set. That's what I got to get. And this would be done in lickety split. Now the question is, I don't remember, did I put that washer on or not? Let's see with the magnifying glass. Oh yeah, it's there. Not sure that it's in the right spot though. But see, it's something black. Not sure if you could see it. Probably not. I'm just gonna look at it myself. See, this side doesn't have anything. Yeah, that's no good. That washer. It's locking this in. See, when you don't have the right tool, it makes a very simple job very hard. I've got to get a set of mini socket wrench. Can I get that glue out of there? Well, we thought, so far this glue has not benefited us whatsoever. Wow, it was the first thing that went right. Well, the racing days for this little guy are over. She's too precious and delicate to put to that kind of rigor. Mother bleeper. Now we're going to try to hold it on with something else. Now we're going to use a tiny bit of red lithium grease. Spread this around later. Is it there? Yeah. Let's not abandon this. It was working. Yeah, it's substantially on. Now it's got this thing locked in there, which we don't want. Look at that. This whole thing came off. How did that happen? Oh, geez. Well, we've managed to take it off. Managed to put it back on. Meaning the washer. See, that's how it pushed it off. And I didn't see it. Could have slid off. It slid off again. Possible. Don't know. I think it did. Can't tell. Let me try with this magnifying glass. Can't see it. So I'm going to assume it's not there. Let's see if it's on the back end. Okay, it's on the back end. Push it as high up as we can. Gonna aim it into there. Now we know it's in. Now we're gonna put this shim. So this bleeper won't escape again. Do you believe this son of a bitch? Have to be like that Pulp Fiction, get medieval on its ass. Okay, I think she grabbed it. she grabbed it. Well, she grabbed it a little bit. All right. All right. She's in. Yes, confirmed with the washer. All right. Now let's give it a test. Let's this metal shim. Okay, I'm gonna put it at, I don't know, 1/3 power. This little power pack. Power restored. All right. Hey, let's try around the track. Well, good morning, everybody. We're here at Bobby's Hobbies, and the big moment is coming where we're going to see if the little train that died or maybe passed out yesterday is ready to roll. Oh, man, she's working again. Is the light on? What did I do? All right, we're going to test her. And we put the side rod back on, and she's ready to rock and roll. She's doing a heavy heebie-jeebie there. I think when she comes on this upper bridge, we're just going to take her off, because I want to inspect that. This is where she derailed before, so let's take a quick inspection. Oh, she's all on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. The little train that could keeps going. Hey, happy ending. Well, here we are, everybody, with a happy story. The little train that gave its all and busted a side rod yesterday. She's back up and running today. Look at her. How wonderful. All right. Go forward, little train. and enjoy the layout. Hey, you know what? I'm going to bring her back because I'm going to have to put some further testing and glue on there. Make sure that little thing doesn't lose itself. I was so lucky yesterday that it fell off right on that bridge. Because those little pieces, they're gone, man. You got big trouble. Big trouble. All right. Let's just... I don't know why she does that. She does seem to have a very wobbly rotation there.